bad. You don't want a rich Makoti.
They always have a weave on, and they've got like a very small doek that just covers this part of the weave, and the rest of the hair sits here.
This one, you see this movement here? When it's time to touch something, this fatuku. When it's time to, hey, outie, you're gonna take a walk to say, when my car keys are here.
Hey, the rich Makoti is a problem, that one. You know, there's nothing wrong with being rich, but there's everything wrong with being a rich Makoti.
Makoti Material is that one lovely Makoti who buys those Woolworths muffins whenever they go to their in-laws.
SUV, skirts only.
Hats, funny outfits.
A dugu, a blanket.
Pretending that I don't have a mouth.
Always home by 4 p.m.
Well, I don't want to say follow instructions. It's like, if they leave you here, you must sit there.
Number two, you need someone who's hardworking.
And then when you come to the guy's family, you must volunteer to do everything and let everybody do nothing.
It's basically being an unpaid domestic worker, and I don't like that description of what a Makoti is.
One, you have to cook. Not just for your man, but you have to impress the mother-in-law.
When somebody comes into your family as an in-law, everybody, the person that was washing dishes must carry on. So now Mtana Bantu is being made to cook and iron and clean and all of. Where are the people that were doing this?
Like, honestly.
A Makoti Material is someone, if I go to her phone, on her navigator, in the history, there's no conker. She doesn't know what to do with a bottle of Savannah when the music plays. And number three, she thinks Dom Perignon is a shoe label. That's a wife material for me.
Makoti duties, you need to be able to cook for everyone.
Cooks for the husband every day.
Listening to gossip that doesn't even involve you.
She must be able to kera, you know, potatoes when there's a funeral.
Goes and visits the in-laws.
And she must own a machali, you know a machali.
Also, you have to like clean. You know, we even have songs. What is it? So those are common things.
And you must be able to know to dress appropriately to impress the aunt, the uncle, and the father-in-law. Everybody has an opinion of how you should look like, but you must just look as boring and covered up.
And also, Umakoti must yes, nokuzala, please procreate, yeah.
And then remember all the historical, cultural, traditional context of the family that some of the family members don't know themselves, but when and by osmosis, you must catch it in the air and deliver it. Kaloko, you are carrying airs or uzozala indlalipha.
It becomes a bit tricky when they start abusing their power.
And I think that a lot of people don't even want umakoti, they actually want a servant. Makoti duties become toxic when it becomes slavery. When it becomes royal family type of vibes. You're not a king, this is your life partner, your best friend.
Makoti duties become toxic when the demands are coming from the mother-in-law. I feel like it overwhelms the Makoti and you start feeling more like a slave rather than a wife.
It's when there's a funeral, I must arrive a week ahead or in the middle of the week, and then I must be here managing everything.
When you have to wake up at 4 a.m. Nobody's child should wake up at 4 a.m. to cook porridge for abantu balap.
You know, they give you a new name, or so your maiden name. Kutwa Nozesaz. Nozesaz ke uvuka 5 ke apha.
Oh my God, it's toxic also when you have to start doing laundry for your kid, your sister-in-law's kids, whatnot, their parents. No.
And the cousins.
That is slavery. Don't do that. And in Dasaka, if you have to drive there and be there on Christmas Day in the morning and then leave, do that.
Yeah.
For the first time, I will take your advice speech. You know, there's levels to this Makoti thing. And gone are the days when young women followed strict, rigid, traditional ways of becoming a Makoti. So, what references come to mind when you hear rich Makoti?
Ooh, bad. Bad. Rich Makoti, bad. You don't want a rich Makoti.
They always have a weave on, and they've got like a very small doek that just covers this part of the weave, and the rest of the hair sits here.
This one, you see this movement here? When it's time to touch something, this fatuku. When it's time to, hey, outie, you're gonna take a walk to say, when my car keys are here.
Hey, the rich Makoti is a problem, that one. You know, there's nothing wrong with being rich, but there's everything wrong with being a rich Makoti.